Look, I know the feeling. You want to get better at football, but sometimes you don't have teammates around. No coach telling you what drills to do, and no one setting up training sessions for you. It's just you, the ball, and maybe a patch of grass or a wall. And honestly, that can feel frustrating. Football is a team sport, right? Everyone tells you that. But here's the truth. Some of the best players in the world didn't just rely on their coaches or teammates. They spent countless hours training by themselves, figuring things out, and turning weaknesses into strengths. That's what actually separates good players from the ones people can't stop watching. And in this video, I want to show you exactly how you can train on your own in a way that actually makes you improve faster, not just waste time kicking a ball around. People will always say, football is a team game. You need others to play. And that's true. At the end of the day, you do need teammates. But think about it. When you're on the pitch, the players who stand out are usually the ones who put in hours when no one was watching. Cristiano Ronaldo spent his teenage years training by himself after official sessions. Neymar grew up doing tricks and dribbles on the street with no coach correcting him. Even legends like Maradona used to spend hours juggling and playing with the ball when there was no one else around. So when you decide to train by yourself, you're not just filling time. You're building the habits and instincts that will actually make people notice you the next time you step onto the pitch. Now, before you even touch the ball, here's the first thing you need: a plan. I can't stress this enough. A lot of players go outside, start juggling or shooting randomly, and then wonder why they're not improving. You need to be intentional. Write down your week on a piece of paper or use your phone's notes app. If you already train with your team 3 times a week, that still leaves you 3 other days you can dedicate to yourself. And don't forget 1 full day of rest. Yes, rest. Overtraining doesn't make you better. It makes you stiff, slow, and more likely to get injured. So build your schedule smart. Team training days are for team concepts. Your solo training days are for focused, technical work. And that one rest day, that's where you recharge. No guilty feelings. No, I should be out running laps. Rest is part of training. So what should you actually do on those solo days? Here's the mistake a lot of players make. They go out and just shoot 100 times at a goal, or they juggle for a while and call it training. That's not bad, but it's not enough. When you train alone, you should be focusing on the pillars: your instinct, your first touch, your passing, and your finishing. Those are the areas that matter most. If you improve even a little in each of these every week, you're going to feel it immediately when you're back with your team. Let's start with instinct. This is something most players overlook, but it's actually what separates average players from top-level ones. In football, the game moves so fast that you don't really have time to think. You can't stand there deciding, should I dribble left or right? Because by the time you've thought about it, the defender has already taken the ball. That's why instinct is so important. You react without thinking. So how do you train it when you're alone? One of the best methods is what I call shadow dribbling. You just take the ball into an open space and start dribbling without any cones or setup. You imagine defenders running at you, you pretend you're in a match, and you let your body react. No overthinking. Just let your creativity flow. At first, it might feel awkward, especially if you didn't grow up playing hours of street football. But trust me, the more you do this, the sharper your instincts get. And here's something to make it easier. Pick one skill each week to focus on. Let's say you want to master the step over. Spend some time just practicing the movement slowly. Feel how your hips and feet move. Watch clips of pros doing it and get comfortable with it. Then once you've got the basics, start adding it into your shadow dribbling. Don't force it, just let it come out naturally when the moment feels right. Then next week, pick another move, like a fake shot or la croqueta. Layer these skills one at a time, and over time, they'll become part of your natural game. Next, let's talk about first touch. Honestly, this is the foundation of everything. If your first touch is sloppy, nothing else matters. You can't dribble, pass, or shoot properly if you can't control the ball. So you need to dedicate real time to this. The simplest way? Juggling. And I know some of you hate juggling or think it's boring, but trust me, every professional can juggle with ease because it teaches you balance, coordination, and control. Start simple. Drop the ball, kick it back to your hands, repeat. Then go for 2 touches, 3 touches, and gradually build it up. Spend at least 20 to 30 minutes a day juggling, and don't skip it. It builds that relationship with the ball you need. But juggling isn't enough. Find a wall and start doing wall touches. Pass the ball against the wall, control it cleanly with 1 touch, and pass again. Do this over and over. This simulates real match pressure where the ball comes at you quickly and you have to react. Then mix it up. Juggle, pass to the wall, control, juggle again. The more variety you add, the more natural your first touch becomes in real games. Now passing. A lot of players think they can't train passing by themselves, but actually the wall is your best teammate here. Start with simple 1-touch passes into the wall. Use both feet, even your weak foot, because this is where you actually get the reps you might not get in a team session. Then add in turns, pass into the wall, receive it, turn left or right, and pass again. Pretend you're under pressure and need to spin out. Keep the intensity high, but also keep your technique clean. You can even move along the wall as you pass, so you're not stuck in one place. This way you're simulating real movement. And of course, finishing. This one is tricky when you don't have a proper goal, but there are still ways to train. If you do have a goal, amazing. Practice finishing from different angles, with your weaker foot, with quick turns. But even without one, you can still improve. Here's how. Juggle the ball, kick it up, control it quickly, and strike it cleanly against a wall or target. The point isn't just hitting the top corner every time. It's about building the habit of striking the ball confidently and cleanly under different situations. Don't overthink technique, focus on repetition and feeling the ball. So if you're training 3 times a week with your team, here's how you can structure your solo days. Day 1, instinct training, shadow dribbling, skill installation, combo flows. Day 2, first touch and juggling, 30 minutes of juggling, wall touches, long ball control. Day 3, passing and finishing, wall passes, turns, moving passes, finishing drills. And then 1 day of full rest. That's your week. Stick with it for a month and you'll already notice the difference. Now listen, training alone takes discipline. Most players don't do it because it's easier to just wait for team practice or play pickup games. But if you've watched this far, you're clearly not like most players. You actually care about getting better. And the truth is, if you take responsibility for your development and start training by yourself the right way, people are going to notice. Coaches will notice, teammates will notice, and you'll feel it in your own game. So grab your ball, make your plan, and start today. Fall in love with the ball again, enjoy the process, and watch how much you grow.